Hello everyone, Darknut here, and well, as you can probably tell by now, there is no audio. Why, you ask? Well, this is out of consideration for a friend. But why you post it? For two reasons actually. One being, it's actually the best I've ever done, and two, well, it seems like the right time to use another type of editing. During this video, you'll see a full-on match because I didn't want y'all to miss any bit of the action and tactics that I did. Now let me say a few things I've been thinking about. First, let me say that for just about a year now, I've been uploading and creating videos for YouTube. During this year, I've made a good number of videos and have posted basically all of my streams. But as glad as I am for what I've accomplished, I want to become better. So for now on, I'll try to make even more entertaining videos to have all of y'all watch. Lastly, I'll say if you ever want to, please like and subscribe because I want to entertain more people. But it needs to start with the people I have supporting me thus far. Now let's get into some commentary, peeps, because that's what this is basically going to be. As I said earlier, this is my best game of Fortnite ever. And even to this day, which is basically roughly 2 months later that I'm going back into this footage, it is still my best game ever. And honestly, just look at the HP I have. Like, the only thing that really saved me is the scar. The legendary scar. Because look at the play I'm about to do. Okay, so I see where my teammate is. Like, he's just bleeding out right there. But at this point, if I remember, I hear lots of footsteps. So even though he comes to me, like, I'm gonna try and revive him. But you see right there, as soon as I heard a lot more footsteps, I basically, well, I used him as bait and ended up killing this dude. What a noob I was at this time. He went behind the bush and it took me forever to try and go over there. So then I'm like, oh wait, there's more people because I only downed them. So I'm like really feeling a lot right here. That person I take out, very surprisingly. I see this person has a shotgun. I think it was a shotgun. Was it a shotgun? I think it was a shotgun. Anywho, that person should have killed me. Honestly, the second person should have killed me. But most definitely, the first person should have killed me. But luckily, I got a medkit. So, I bandage up, or medkit up, whatever you want to call it. And then I grab all of these bunch of guns. So, with my whole team wiped out, no communication whatsoever between me and them because at this point in time, I was talking to a friend of mine, which is why there's no audio. So, while this was happening, I heard nothing of what they were saying. No callouts, no nothing. It was just me versus basically all of Pleasant Park and its inhabitants. So, as you can see there, I just looked at the map. I was like, okay, I gotta go over there. But I saw that it was about to be time that the storm was coming in. So I was like, okay, I'm solo. I've taken down a whole team by myself already. If there's anyone else here, I want to avoid that conflict. Since I'm the last person, I don't want to get stuck out in the storm and have even more problems to deal with because, well, as you can see at my items, I have no more healing supplies. So I'm like, okay, Dina, you gotta make some good plays here. Now, given this is 2 months ago, so think about this from 2 months ago. Don't worry, I'll have other videos that are more caught up in time soon enough because that is one thing I'll be doing now. I'll be making more of an effort to more or less keep up with what I record because I find a lot of things funny. Now right here, I found bandages. So I want the sniper. So I do that. But I don't want a green pistol. So I swap that out for the bandages. Now, at this point, I'm like, okay, it is dark. They most likely won't see me, nor hear me if I go this slow. So, I'm basically gonna, over the next couple of minutes, basically hide in this house and whatnot. Now, that was an explosion right there. Where that came from, I honestly don't remember. Like, I'll have to honestly go into the footage and see for myself later on. But I think that was from, as you can see, those people right there. I think there might have been people near this house that I was hiding in, and they basically grenade launched right there, and surprisingly it didn't hit me, but I think they were like suspicious, maybe, because like, okay, so they came from the direction I came from, so I think they were another team in Pleasant Park or around Pleasant Park, and were telling me. Now, they lost sight of me, but they saw where a potential spot I could hide, so they just naded it out, explosives, all that good stuff, and boom, you saw the explosion. Now, I see the next circle. It's basically directly exactly in the middle of this circle that I'm currently in. Right now, I believe I'm basically listening for sounds, and that person I heard go up there. So I'm like, okay, that's one person. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Scar coming in clutch. And that was the team right there because instant explosion of loot. Now, you see here, I get a green tactical. Oh, but then I see a blue tactical. Now that's what I really want. So I then grab all of this. Now, in my opinion, to this day, I feel like bandages are still better because you're able to basically get more health over time and at a quicker consumption. But in reality, it may be better if you're able to get more or less both of them, if possible. But definitely if you have a teammate, which I clearly did at this time, you probably want bandages more than nothing. Because if you're going solo against a squad, you want fast healing. You don't want something that's going to take 10 seconds. So just grab some bandages if you're the last person alive in a squad or even a duelist match for all, in fact. And just quickly do that. I believe it takes 3 seconds for a bandage, so yeah, with 10 seconds you could get a good 100 health back. But with bandages, you could get 45 health back in 9 seconds. Now honestly, that's enough to take on a few shots from an AR, a few shots from a pistol, and even more shots from a SMG. Now, at this point in the game, people most likely have like a blue AR or a green AR, like like shotguns, snipers, explosives, and all that stuff. So that health really ain't gonna do anything for you. It's just gonna heal you up enough so that you don't die. And that's basically what I did. Now, here, I hide in a bush because, well, it's in the circle. And yes, I was basically doing that just to sort my stuff out. Now, right here, you see that bush right up ahead? I believe I'm gonna take a squat right in there. You know, push more into the circle. Because, tactical. Gotta think tactical. Now, given the black hair ain't really the best character to have when you're hiding in like a bright, sunlit, right out in the open, green, bright bush. That's why I had to move around to where my head was basically in the biggest part possible for my head to basically hide in and the leaves to cover it. Those are my bush tactics. Now, another tip of advice. If you turn slow enough, you actually won't have an animation where your character jumps up. If you do this, you could honestly catch so many more people off guard because they won't even know you're in the bush. Like, given the fact that most people won't even know if you're in a bush or not because you're basically not moving. But if you want to like basically scan the area, just turn around slowly. Okay, not that fast. Okay, you see, that was a no right there. But at this point in the game, I have 6 kills. I'm pretty sure my teammates, which were, well, not were, but are my friends that I still play with from time to time, well, they were in another party. And at this point, I'm sure they are gonna be like cheering me on or something because later on, I know they did because I heard all this. Now, I'm a sniper. I am terrible with sniping. Definitely with bullet drop off. If I aimed higher, I'm pretty sure I could have gotten more damage. But at that point, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna tick them, and then I'm gonna just go into cover because no one was facing me. They all had their backs against me. At that point, I jumped over there, then I jumped down there, instantly into cover. If anything, they would have saw my feet jump in over there. Basically, I was doing it to where I could get another sightline on them, but also have them still not know where I was. Now, I saw a shield and regular numbers pop up, so by all means, I think that one sniper bullet took off 100 plus health off that guy, if not more or less. So that person definitely bandaged up, maybe even medkit up. All I know is they hightailed it out of here. How did I know this? Well, as you can see, I went towards what they built. Now, this is a good and bad thing. Bad because by any chance they were still there, I would have died here and now. But they didn't. They moved elsewhere, and I'm pretty sure into the factories. As you can see that person running up right there. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same team I shot at right now. Now, the circle is getting smaller. Within 50 seconds, it's gonna be close. Now, did you see that trap there? I heard that trap, and I was like, I'm just gonna sneakily go by all of these things because I did not wanna basically get zapped and die there. So right here, I sneak into the building because it's still clearly in the circle. It's in the new circle. Now, I went to this building because I saw the enemy go up on the other building, and, well, I didn't want to encounter them. Like, honestly, 2 months ago, I was a chicken shit. I'm surprised I was even able to get 6 kills thus far. It's honestly just all thanks to the legendary scar that was able to happen, because if not, I would have died, well, 6 times over. if not 7, well, not if you encounter, but if you also talk about the first time I got injured, where I was basically like no health, and then I got health, and then I went to go save my teammate, which ended in failure. Okay, so at this point, you see that rocket? It's coming from the enemy. That's to the left of me, straight up into that building. Now, since this building is like barely in the circle, I doubt anyone's gonna come over here. So I rather honestly perfectly planned to put a ramp here, and so I did. Now, that person running straight at that mountain, I'm pretty sure it's one of the survivors, if not the only survivor of that group. Maybe they all died. Right there. That person that went up there might have died. Unless it was that dude. That's, well, all of that right there. I honestly don't know. All I know is I'm spectating from the most, like, corner of the circle. Well, can I really say corner? I actually don't say, basically, okay, that person, I, I, okay, did that person land right there? Or did they fall all the way to the bottom? All I know is I'm doing some sneaky snipes, and I'm like, okay, it's time for the launch pad. Because time is running out. Now, I waited for like, basically, the circles to start coming in. Now I'm like, launch pad! And I'm like, I don't want to go over to the thing yet. I'll go over here to the woods where I basically have more cover. So I run over here. It's the green. Basically, I'm just like, I wanna find cover, but at the same time, I wanna find a bush. Now, perfectly and better than not, I found this bush perfectly on the tip edge of this next circle. Now I see another team that came literally from my left. Now, I have no idea how they did not see me. All I know is I'm gonna be, ooh, that person, if they stayed still for another second, I would have popped them in the back. It would have been hilarious. The best thing I ever did with Sniper. Until later months, but that's still later months. Now, this team in front of me is currently fighting a team that's basically even in front of them. And I know this. So at this point, we'll take my shot. I miss. I miss. But he's too busy focusing on the other team that they did not notice me. So I'm like, okay, all those names that just popped up, those are from both sides, I'm pretty sure. If not from the side that just won. They just went to war. Now I snuck behind this person, cleverly getting the kill. Now honestly, I don't know how they did not see me past this thing. All I know is I did that. I honestly, like, I saw two people right there, but I was panicking so much that I was just like, I'm doing so good. Don't let it stop. Honestly, I should have grabbed the grenade launcher, the pumpkin launcher, because the grenade launcher is no bueno for me. Now, I'm in the next circle. Well, about to be. But I'm like, I gotta be in the next circle. That is a must. I am failing at building right now. It still happens to this day. But I'm like, I gotta get up there. I gotta get up there. I gotta get the high ground. Now, by all means, I should have built a base up here. I don't know what I was thinking. I would have been so better off if I had built a base. But at this time, I knew how to build, but I didn't really know how to build, if that makes sense. Because at this point in time, I was still like starting off in Fortnite. Now I could have died right there. I'm like, bandage up, bandage up. I'm like, this person, I don't even know where the shots were coming from, but I know I had to take them out. So I reload the grenade launcher. I see they built there. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm like, how? What? Then I see it's a revolver. And I'm just like, why? Are things really that powerful? And I'm like, just silence. And later on I know that they really do a lot of damage. So that's how my best game of Fortnite ever ended. Now, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more. Because this is more or less what I want to bring to y'all. More action, more fun.